Hello and welcome back to Cooking the Haydens. My name's Chris, if you didn't already know, but I'm pretty sure that most of you probably know anyway. This is Movie Chats, and it's a live show every week where we just talk about a different subject on films. We've got some guests coming on as always, just waiting in the green room. I'll bring them on in a second. A couple of different things this week. Firstly, we're on for an hour this week. We're on 6:30 to 7:30, and that is because me and Annabelle are on the Global Thrifters channel at 8 o'clock. So you can always join us over there after this show at 8 o'clock, Global Thrifters. So we're only doing an hour this week. Also, we are... Am I on mute? Am I okay? I'm not on mute, am I? No. Somebody put I'm on mute, but I'm not, am I? Right. Also, we are streaming to Facebook, the Facebook group, at the same time as YouTube. So that'll be interesting. See how that works. Facebook user has said you're on mute, mate. I'm not sure. Everything looks okay from my end. Anyway, so this week it is Noughties comedy films. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Oh, I'm okay now, apparently. Noughties comedy. And when we picked this subject last week, I was kind of like, oh my God, I can't even think of anything Noughties comedy. But obviously when I did a bit of research, we did find plenty of great films in the noughties, much more than what I anticipated. Anyway, because we're only on for an hour, let's get some of our guests on. And we'll start off with our regular Steve. Regular Steve, you all right, mate?
Yeah, not so bad, thank you. Just to clear up something there, Chris, we all missed your intro and we saw you sat there with your mic on mute and you're drinking your Diet Coke.
Really?
Yeah, that's what the comments were. You were live, you sort of just sat there.
What? Yeah, I seem to be having trouble, so you can't see me now. Why does this happen every week when we start?
Keep telling you, Chris, it's a major improvement.
I know. Let's just... I'll just come out a second. Hang on a second. What? I'm still not here, but you can hear me at least. Maybe I'll pop up again in a minute. I'll just get some guests on because we don't want to lose too much time. Regular Steve, hang on a second. Regular Steve, that would be his old brand breakfast. I wondered what went on with me. You know what happens? Everything's fine with the connection, right? And then all the guests turn up in the background, and it just seems to slow the whole thing right down.
So it's our fault. That's what
yeah, it's your fault. Yeah, it's bloody cheeky, isn't it? Let's bring the next one on. We'll bring Peter on. Hi, Peter.
Good evening, everyone.
Evening, Pete. Yeah, not bad, mate. You?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's all right.
Good stuff.
Sorry, I'm having some issues, Peter.
Oh, don't worry. I've had the same issues.
I don't know what is going on. Let me just...
No, it happened to me, but yeah.
What'll happen if I unplug my camera? Let's see what happens.
Oof.
And plug it back in again. This could be bad. Nothing's happened.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
We'll do some proper introductions in a minute. I'll just bring on our next guest and then we'll go around the table. Hi, Richard. Can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Can't hear you.
Yeah. It's not going well, this, Chris.
No, is it?
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
That's better. You're off mute now.
I've literally just run in and set the laptop up in 2 minutes.
So talking to your mic.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
No, it's not working.
It's very, very faint, Richard. Very faint.
Now.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah.
That's it.
All right. I won't use the earpiece then.
How you doing, Rich? You all right?
I'm all right. I've just literally driven an hour and a quarter and had about 2 minutes to run indoors and set up the laptop. So yeah, and I'm good, thanks. Are you?
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
As you can see, Richard, I've had issues with my camera. Don't know why.
Yeah.
Everything was fine. No clue what's going on.
Is it not just because I obviously didn't mute myself, so I don't know why I was muted. Is it not like just a click of the button, like because
Well,
you've got the stop cam down the bottom, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. Let me just unplug my camera again. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, same thing happened to me before I was on the stream.
Back.
I'm back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're back on, yeah.
I'm back on, but my green screen's bollocks.
No, it's not. It's still on.
We can still see it.
You can still see the green screen, yeah.
Just slightly to your right a little bit, and you fit perfectly with your green screen.
That's fine.
Right, hang on.
Don't touch anything, Chris.
Well,
don't
no,
touch
that's what I'm saying to
anything
myself. Don't touch
now
anything,
you're
yeah.
on.
I know. As I'm thinking that. Hang on.
Yeah, don't touch a thing.
You reckon? I can't leave it like that. That's me. Hang on. This is my FaceTime camera. Where's my other camera?
Oh,
Chris, it's fine. We can all see it, and we can see your green screen.
Right.
At least we can see it.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll leave it as it is. Yeah, look, that's me. That's the wrong camera, that. Right. Let's go round. Let's just do some introductions. Steve, you go first.
Regular Steve.
Richard.
I'm semi-regular Richard.
Yeah, you've been on a few times now. Putting us to shame with all your movie stuff and all your movie knowledge.
Yeah, there's some. I've had some good sales the past week and that, and I've just come home to another box with some nice film props in, so that's all good.
Cool, Peter.
Hi, everyone, Peter, and first time on the channel. Looking forward to it.
Are you you're not the first? Are you the first time on our channel?
Well, on
movie
chat. Bit. Yeah, I think I've been on your channel before.
You've been on.
Movie. I'm not a regular.
No.
But no, I've got some knowledge of movies. Don't you worry, I've got. I write a whole list.
Legend, Pete.
Yeah, but thanks for coming on, guys. I'm sorry we had a bit of a stuttery start. Did anyone, before we move on to Noughties comedy, did anyone do the homework from last week?
I've got some films. Yeah, I've got a list of films from the Noughties.
Did you watch the film from last week?
Go on. I went to watch it because Dave put the YouTube link into the Facebook page, didn't he? I bought a vampire motorcycle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just haven't had a chance to watch it, to be fair. We've just been really busy, so.
I think I was asked to come on after you'd given out the homework because I don't remember that.
You should have been watching last week's show, Richard. It's part of the,
that's what I mean. I just have it on in the car while I'm driving.
This is what you get. You're not paying attention.
It's just not good enough, is it?
I watched the film. I bought a vampire motorcycle.
I think I might have seen it before.
With Neil Morris is in it.
All right.
Okay.
It was quite funny, really. It weren't bad. It weren't bad at all.
Was it up to Zombiever standard?
It's not Zombiever standard. Don't get me wrong, but it was all right. Not bad. It was worth a watch. A bit very, very cheesy, sort of B movie sort of stuff. It must have been because it looked like around the time when he was doing Men Behaving Badly, so it must be a similar kind of year to that.
Oh, okay.
Decent film though, Peter. You should give that a watch and let us know.
Yeah, I'll have a watch. You can find it somewhere.
Yeah, you could.
What, did Neil Roche have his long hair, or is it short?
I think he's got sort of semi-long hair.
It's very long, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So I think you can stream it from YouTube for free.
Good.
Yeah, Dave Repairs put it into the Facebook group.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll have a look.
Right. Anyway, before we move on, let me just see who's in the chat. It messed when I was messing up before. I forgot to look at the chat. So we've got Laura in. Hi, Laura. Belle's downstairs. She's chilling out, but we'll be on Global Thrifters later on, so she'll be up here later. Queenie's in. Queenie Conquest. Hi. Mr. Diggs is here, but his chat's gone off my list now. Mr. Diggs was kindly putting in loads of Noughties films, but he failed to see that it was actually Noughties comedy. So sorry about that. So yeah, but
kind of fits the object of it.
Anyway. DMH Product High, Gary Goat Jazz, previous show guest. And what else we got? Oh, we've got Oliver Ian. Hopefully he'll join us in a bit. Aren't you supposed to be working, or is he on his way home at this time, or what?
Home.
On his way home. Channel Nem. Who else have we got? Facebook user. Yeah, because we're streaming on Facebook as well, so I don't know how that's working. I'll have to watch it back.
So I was going to dress up as Santa Claus. I didn't have time. I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah, it would have been.
That's next week's show, isn't it?
Well, it'll have to be now, won't it? I had about 2 minutes to set my laptop up.
Tom the Tack Shack says, it just says Facebook user when I see it, Tom. That is because I believe if you're going to comment on Facebook, you've got to click a link to approve the StreamYard link into Facebook or something. There's a link you have to click in order for the Facebook thing to work so that we see your name and face.
He does say he's moved over to YouTube now.
Oh, has he? Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's going to switch to YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. He's here now, Tom. He just doesn't, yeah. Oh, Trotters is here. Let's see if we can get to the bottom. Laney's here. Matt. And Cola Flipper somewhere. Okay, cool. Right, so what we need to talk about is Noughties movies, Noughties comedies, Mr. Diggs, if you're still watching. So when we set this, I didn't really think that there was actually that many that were worth watching.
No, I didn't.
But then I had a look this afternoon, and actually, there's quite a lot of comedies in that period, but they're very much of the same ilk. You know, like the sort of Will Ferrell type comedy.
Yeah,
a lot of those. I'll start off with a couple to get us going. I'll give you two of my favourites. Anchorman. Will Ferrell. I don't like everything that Will Ferrell's in, but he can be quite funny at times. And obviously the one that I've got behind me, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, right, yeah.
I love that film.
It's such a good film.
Yeah.
Such a good film, that. I'll move round to Steve. You pick up the mantle.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Baggy Dog. Let's have a look.
Come here, Ariel. Come here. Come here. Up. Come here. She's a Greek rescue.
Ah.
It's the first time she's seen me since I've been back. Hello.
Yeah, I was in the same boat as you, Chris. I was sort of struggling to think of stuff as we were live last week. But then, as I've been looking, you've got the likes of Team America.
Yeah.
I didn't like that much.
No, but, Dude, Where's My Car? You've got all those silly type of films.
Yeah.
But then, as we were talking before, that I was thinking, Christ, is that in that era? that early 2000s, 2010 type of thing. Little Nicky, Adam, stuff like that. Little Miss Sunshine, the one with the little girls learning to dance, the show.
Yeah,
it's
understated, that one, isn't it? I like that.
I think looking at this time period makes me realise how old I actually am now. That film's like nearly 20 years old.
Yeah, definitely. Peter, what have you got? Have you got anything?
Yeah, I wrote a whole list down.
Go on, give us some highlights first.
Well, you've got The Second Rush Hour, came out in 2001.
Yeah,
right.
A nice little comedy. Have you ever seen Euro Trip?
Yeah.
The Americans go to Europe and all hell it. And then obviously, she's got Zoolander, 2001. What else have I got there? You've got Snatch from 2000, the first Hangover movie.
Snatch.
And then if you go in English, you've got Johnny English, Brian Atkinson. What else have you got? Men in Black 2, Bad Boys 2, Bruce Almighty, Me, Myself and Irene, Ali G.
Aye.
And then if you're going kids films, you've got like Chicken Run.
I like Chicken Run.
Love Chicken Run. I had some of the pops on that.
Yeah, just a few highlights. So.
Well, like you say, were you saying there, Ali G? Borat. Yeah. Borat was in that.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah.
I've got Borat written down here. I like Borat.
Yeah.
Go on, Rich. You'll go.
Right. Well, Simon Pegg and that had a good time. They done Shaun of the Dead, and also they done Hot Fuzz in the 2000s.
Yes.
Which was I like both of them films. I had the costumes from Hot Fuzz. I had their police costumes. I mean, you had things like for kids. You had Ratatouille. That was quite a funny film. Actually, I quite enjoy that film myself. Zombieland. I mean, I'd say that's a comedy. You had things with Will Ferrell like Old School in 2003. Elf was 2003. If you like Will Ferrell, that was 2003. You had Wedding Crashers, another good film. There's loads. I mean, Bruce Almighty come out, as Peter said, Bruce Almighty was in the 2000s, but so was Evan Almighty.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
That was in the 2000s as well. So, I mean, I've got loads. I don't want to take up all the time, but, you had things like Austin Powers Goldmember was out in 2002 and White Chicks in 2004. There's loads. Shanghai Nights. I had in Shanghai Nights, you see Jackie Chan, they're going to like a wax museum having a fight, and you see him grab a sword off one of the soldiers and like starts waving it about, fighting the other people, and it's like a floppy sword. I had that floppy sword for years. Brilliant piece.
See,
there's loads.
I'm just working down my list now. And Meet the Fockers, the first Meet the Fockers was 2004.
Yeah.
So it's just like, Jesus, where's the time gone? Where
I know.
Watch and see them films, like.
Yeah.
Lainey says White Chicks, Dodgeball, Mean Girls off the top of her head.
Yeah.
Evolution, remember that with all the monsters?
I've got that on my list actually. That was 2001. That was
David Duchovny.
Yeah, 2001. Was it David Duchovny and was T. Leone in it?
I'm not sure about the latter one.
Yeah.
I'm sure David Duchovny. That's the one with the scientist. Oh, it's Julianne Moore, isn't it?
It might be.
Julianne Moore,
that was a good film, mate.
I
like that.
The Hangover. Yeah, that was the first one. I wasn't so keen on The Hangover 2. I don't know about you.
I like Hangover 1 with young Carlos.
Yeah. Dave's here. All right, Dave.
Dave.
Something Dave? About is that in that 90s? Something about Mary. I think that's 90s.
I don't know. I
might be wrong. I think that would have popped up on my list if I'd have found that. Lana says hi, movie club.
That was 98. Something about Mary.
Yeah. Sorry, Tom. You disqualified on that one.
I mean, you had Van Wilder as well. I loved Van Wilder. Party Liaison. Ryan Reynolds. That was got to be one of his first films.
Mhm.
Didn't they do quite a few follow-ups to that one?
Yeah, and then you had like Harold and Kumar and all that. But did you know that the Indian guy?
Kumar goes to the White Castle.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, that Indian guy that plays the other pothead, he actually worked under Obama in the White House.
All right.
I read that somewhere yesterday or the day before when I was looking it all up.
He's the fellow that plays Sulu in Star Trek, isn't he? In the
Oh,
American.
that's the Chinese guy. That's the Chinese guy. But the Indian guy, I can't remember what his name is now. But I say he actually worked in for the White House.
American Pie 2 and 3.
Pies. I love American Pie.
Where's Lana? She'll be putting loads of daft films on here.
Oh, you had Shallow Hal as well. Jack Black and
it's surprising, isn't it, how many there is? 51st Dates. That's a really good film. I enjoy.
Yeah. And then you had Yes Man. You had Yes Man with Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
2008.
Was Kick-Ass before 2010?
I'm
not
sure actually.
Yeah. Eight-Legged Freaks. Would that be classed as a B movie? That one?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I would have thought so. You had Scary Movie in 2000.
Yeah.
Made me laugh that when he gets his little hand. Stirring the mashed potato with his. I use my good hand.
Peter, how old were you in the noughties?
Well, I'm 30 now, so I would have been in 2000. I would have been 10.
Right.
And then obviously I grew up 2005, 15. So I grew up in sort of watching quite a lot of his movies.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. You probably watched quite a lot of these, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I've watched loads. Yeah, always just quickly go down my list of any more. So you've got another Jackie Chan film, Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, that Steve Coogan. I like that.
I don't think I ever saw that.
Yeah, it was brilliant. So much because he does a lot of martial arts, and it's kind of like a parkour style martial arts where he's jumping walls, just out on the other. And there's a scene in a hot air balloon, and he's dangling from a rope, and it smashes into the buildings, and then he goes through. Part of the building's on fire, grabs his baby, gives it to a lady, and jumps out again. It's like, wow.
So with Jackie Chan, I like where at the end of his films they show like where he's injured himself, doing stunts and all that, and he always hurts
he gets them all wrong. Yeah.
Did you the clips at the end of Rumble in the Bronx where he jumps through the ladder and scalps himself?
Yeah. There's another one where he hurts his ankle doing one of the stunts, and he's filming the rest of the film with a boot on.
Yeah, that's where he jumps on the hovercraft, isn't it? And he breaks it. So, Chris, I think we found like proof now of someone's mum that used to go in and rent DVDs to underage people.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
Kick-Ass is 2010, apparently.
Okay.
So what are the is it tens? When 10 to 20 is tens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Lana says top two have already been said. Bruce Almighty and Borat. It's two good films. Though.
Yeah.
I did like. I even liked Evan Almighty. I thought it was good as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Matt Davis said Kevin and Perry. That's a cracker.
Yeah, Kevin and Perry's good. Matt Davis.
Tuxedo, yes. Yeah, that's great.
Well, that was a good film.
Again,
that was Holiday.
That's what I got on here.
I love the Mr. Bean films. Annabelle hates them. She hates the
Mr. Bean. Yeah, Mr. Bean's Holiday. Yeah.
I love Mr. Bean. I really do.
Yeah, Mr. Bean's Holiday when he's sitting in a restaurant near the beginning of the film eating the a lobster to where it was.
The snail. It wasn't the snails. It was the oysters.
Oyster. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. Yeah.
Oysters.
When we were off.
Yeah.
No, that's classic. I love Mr. Bean. I think the Americans like Mr. Bean as well, don't they?
Oh, they love it.
I don't know why.
Yeah, they love that stuff.
Do they like think it's like this is what British people are like.
I think that was
Probably.
the thing, wasn't it? It was probably one of the first British comedies to make the way over there, and it's like
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he went over there to be security guard, didn't he? In the art museum.
No,
Yeah.
he went over there. He went over there because they thought he was an art expert, didn't they?
Oh, that was right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guard over here, and they wanted
That's
to
Yeah,
go to
that's right. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny. Miss Congeniality. Yeah, Sandra Bullock. You can't go wrong with a Sandra Bullock film.
No, you can't. I can't think of anything really that's bad that she's done.
No, I loved her in. Demolition Man.
Is that just because of a tight
Yeah.
uniform, though, Richard?
Yeah, obviously,
That is what it is.
obviously, obviously.
She was good in that, though. She was good in
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, someone says, Facebook.
Oh,
But I don't know who they
hello,
are.
Facebook.
It doesn't come up. It's silly.
Just let's see whether I've got any more.
Yeah.
Gary says, I probably served his mum, worked at the
Yeah.
Epsom Apollo. Do you know
You
that?
probably did. Yeah. Depends on what era, though. You probably did.
Superbad was 2007. Did you say Superbad?
No, I don't.
did.
I've got it on my list.
Hmm.
Is one that I really enjoyed, but I think it got slated quite a lot, and that is Mall Cop.
Oh, Paul
right.
Blart. That's quite good.
Paul
I quite
Blart.
like him.
The first
Yeah.
one. The second one was
Yeah.
garbage, but the
Yeah.
first one I really enjoyed it.
One of my favourite films from the Noughties comedy, Step Brothers.
Fair enough. I've never seen that one.
Step
That's
Brothers is
Yeah, I've seen it.
absolutely hilarious.
Was it? It's what's the Will Smith one with the fella from War Rats in? Is it? Where was the Love Doctor? Is it Not Snatch. That's going to do my head, and now I'm going to have to Google it.
Somebody down there.
Yeah, something like that.
One for the Ladies, The Sweetest Thing. I actually enjoy that film myself. It's got Cameron Diaz and a couple of others, but I thought it was quite good. Mean Machine.
Yeah, that's a great film. Yeah.
Yeah. I was watching one last night with Vinnie Jones in. It was a bit mad.
It's done plenty. Yeah. I didn't realise, but yeah.
Yeah,
Matt Davis has come up with one that's on my top 5, and that is School of Rock.
School of Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good film.
Go on, Steve.
Hitch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Hitch. Yeah.
That was 2005. I watched that.
Correct, yeah.
I
When Will Smith knocks that lady off the actual I think just straight into the water. Yeah.
Did you say 50 First Dates?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Here you go, Richard. Didn't Sandra Bullock once get nominated for a Razzie and an Oscar in the same year?
Possibly.
I don't know.
That's it. I've got now.
I bet
This
she
is the
did.
honest answer. I usually just look. I don't read the writing. I just usually look at the pictures.
There you go, Peter.
Probably.
That's funny.
But I just can't believe there's so many great films from the 2000s that I'm just sort of thinking, wow.
I could, yeah. I
realise.
just didn't know.
No.
But I mean, as far as comedies go, I mean, they're kind of like, it's weird. They're not like Oscar winners, are they? But they're kind of
something to sit
just
down to make laugh. Yeah.
comedies that you can just put them on in the background, and it doesn't matter how many times you've seen them.
Mm.
There was a lot of films that, as you said before, that they were the same milk with the same jokes and the same type of humor.
Same sort of actors as well. I mean,
yeah.
Was it?
Is it Josh? Is it Josh Rogan, the big fella with the big beard? Is it Josh Rogan? It was in Knocked Up.
Yeah,
that was a good film.
Sean William Scott was probably in 90% of the ones that we've named. At this point,
yeah,
he was
in Welcome to the Jungle, wasn't he?
Yeah, but I think you probably wouldn't get away with that type of humour now, though, because there's so many one-liners, especially when you talk about films like Road Trip and Euro Trip and stuff like that. Dude, Where's My Car? That you wouldn't get away with that type of humour.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look because I'm sure I put. Oh, Without a Paddle. That was a good film. 2004. That's.
Who was in that?
I think it was. I think it was some of the someone that was in. I'm sure it was someone that was in the American Pie films that was in it.
Wasn't it David Spade? Wasn't he in Without a Paddle?
He was in that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Drillbit Taylor? What Junie's mentioned here?
That's quite a good film.
I don't know what this is.
No.
Is it not about a teacher that gets with one of the students' mums? Is that
Oh,
one?
sure. I've never seen it, so
I'm going to write it down.
Without a Paddle's Matthew Lillard, Dax Shepard, Seth Green. Seth Green was in.
Seth Green, yeah.
He was in obviously the American Pies. Burt Reynolds was in it. Anthony Starr and Ethan Suplee. And then like all the hotties.
A Night at the Museum.
Was that a night at the museum? Is that night time at the museum?
I think it's just called Night at the Museum.
2006 it was.
Oh,
was it?
Oh, wow. That's long. I think I've done about 3 or 4 of those, yeah.
God, I can't believe that.
Yep.
Saying that, Night at the Museum 2 was 2009.
Wow.
So they've done 2 in the noughties.
Have they made the third one? Because I'm just reading on
there is a third.
They've just approved the 4th one. I didn't even know there was a 3rd one.
Yeah, the third one. Is the third one not the one that had John Bernthal and them guys in, where Akman Ra was trying to bring the evil army through the gate or something? I'm sure it was.
I must have seen it because I like the series, but I don't remember it. Bin Boot Sale Picking says, anyone said Pineapple Express? I don't think we've heard that one.
I've heard of the film. I've never watched it.
I've watched it. I can't say it's one that stays in my mind.
I've just read something on Google now that Night at the Museum is amazingly based on a true story.
Really? What? There's a tablet that brings
that brings things to life.
Toys to life. That's amazing. Where can I get one?
That's going to be on every kid's Christmas list this year, isn't it?
I'd love to have the prop, but yeah, I'm sure that'd be a few grand.
Would be good to have, wouldn't it? We went to New York. We went to the museum. What is it? Is it the Museum of Natural History or something?
Yeah, it's the
main one in New York. It's based on. But when we went there, we was expecting to be greeted with the set of the film, and it is nothing like it. It's kind of it is nothing like what it is in the film. It's kind of whole recreated inside. It's not even the same. Did you not have Rexy in the foyer where you walk in? Rexy weren't there waiting to chase the boat. I wanted. I wanted that image as you walk in, and I never got it. Gutted. Bit of a downer. I know. Right, we've got our 4th guest, 5th person, Oliver Ian, waiting in the background, so I'm going to bring him on. This could actually crash the whole of my computer when I bring this on. So we'll see what happens.
So if you just carry on, Chris.
Hey?
Hello, mate.
Good evening, mate.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, good. You?
I finally give up on trying to get it on my Mac. Yeah, it just took me about 20 minutes to try and get on. Mac's not playing ball, so
you on your phone now?
Yeah, shaky.
You want to try turning your phone on the side?
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
That's better.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
We've got you on widescreen now.
Thanks, you 40-year-old virgin.
You see, if I replace his
right?
head there, if I go there,
not bad.
If I go here, it could be this.
41-year-old virgin, aren't you?
Hey, 41. All right, yeah. 31. Thank you. 31. Oliver Ian, we've been talking about Noughties films. Which ones spring up in your mind?
Well, obviously Anchorman's been mentioned. I know it was mentioned in the chat earlier on, but one of the ones that I really like is Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Story of the Underdogs.
Yeah.
You just want too many for you.
Sorry, you're just breaking up a bit there. Is it just me, or is he breaking up a bit?
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's breaking up.
Chris and his dog, the internet connection.
Did everyone else get the whole thing that Oliver Ian said then? No.
No, not a whole bit. Just a bit.
I would have gone with Dodgeball myself.
Yeah.
That's probably one of my favourites from back then. And Anchorman.
Yeah.
And Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Oh, not about
I
that.
think you get away with that for that though nowadays.
No. Can you imagine?
There's probably a few from back then, though, that you wouldn't get away with some of the stuff they say are doing them now.
No, you wouldn't. No, definitely not.
So here's a question for you. Channel names asked, what's the five D's of Dodgeball?
Oh, God knows.
Dodge. Duck, dive, dodge.
Duck, dive, dodge.
I have no idea. Dodge.
I'm going to have to Google that now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't even
dodge.
Duck, dip, dive, dodge.
There you go.
I duck did that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Then you get smacked in the head with the ball.
Don't put us on the spot like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
We're not having
What's the
Yeah.
What's the guy called? Is it something Houlihan, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's he called? The guy that trains us.
Something O'Houlihan. Oh,
NJ,
God.
just say hello to Neil.
Can't think. What is his name?
Houlihan. But yeah, I mean that's a classic. And then Me, Myself, and Irene was another good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cracking. Yeah.
Bad Santa. What a classic that is.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. Mark said it as well. Bad Santa.
Yeah. And even Toy Story 3 came out in 2010. So you still got some good.
Really?
When you think Toy Story 1 was it 95?
About that, yeah.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Okay.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Yes.
That was the ref.
Which was the best Toy Story? Do you think? I'd go two.
One.
I mean, usually it's the first film that's the best one. I think the last one was decent.
I would have to say 2, but
I think
with the last one, yeah, no, number 3 was really good, especially at the end when they get over to the little kids.
If they'd left it where they were all going into the incinerator and holding hands, it was actually quite a tearjerker moment.
Oh, it was, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Drillbit Taylor, this is what we mentioned before.
Drillbit Taylor and Wilson, okay.
Owen Wilson and he's hired as a buddy.
Let me write that down, actually. See if I can.
I have
Drillbit
seen
Taylor.
it. I have seen it. Yeah, it's a good film.
I definitely have not seen that. Let me just catch up with the chat here. Whip It 2009, never seen that.
All right.
Is that a comedy or is that a different type of film?
I think what type are you thinking of?
Is that next week's film?
Noughties films of any
Yeah, Noughties, yeah. See?
Well, Dane. Oh, yeah, Dane. Yeah. I've seen all the films. Yeah.
Oh, Severance is
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Goodbye Charlie Bright? Dane Dyer on it. 2001. That's a sort of like a gangster comedy sort of. It was when they were like really young.
We watched The Business the other week on the
That's
back.
a really good film.
Yeah.
I think it was Tory's
I love that.
recommendation.
Yeah, I love the soundtrack
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to say we had the
Good soundtrack and all that.
shell suit. We had the shell suit tracksuits from that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. They look very good.
Chris is probably selling them.
Is that before you started to resell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was for me to
Walking down
wear.
the high street, and yeah. Yeah.
Michelle says Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a film.
Yeah.
Here we go. Jimmy's asked, "What's your favourite police academy in this of the series?"
Yeah,
There's
first
like
one.
7 of them.
Yeah.
Could have been.
first one.
It's got to be number 1, hasn't it?
Yeah.
When they started having like all the whatever it was on patrol, it just got too mad.
Yeah, they went a bit crazy, didn't they? Yeah.
But it's when he turns around and he goes, just every now and then you lose your Spanish accent, and he goes, yeah, I'm from Queens.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The women.
That was funny. That was funny.
Let me just catch up here. See if there's
Yeah.
any more comments.
Was the Nutty Professor? Was the Nutty Professor? Was that the Noughties?
Oh,
Yeah, that was it, wasn't it?
That's 90s, wasn't it?
I've seen a couple of people say that. That was
Yeah.
96.
Yeah.
96. Bloody hell.
Yeah. Number 2 was 2000.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
If anyone,
Yeah,
wants, to buy,
that's
if
Wild
anyone
Hog.
wants to buy any Sherman Clump costumes, I've got his wedding tuxedo if you want to buy it.
Fair enough. You've got loads of things to buy.
There
There we go.
I'm gonna be able to fit in it.
Same.
I'm gonna be able to fit in it now after lockdown.
Has anyone seen the film Wild Hogs?
Yes.
I wish I never liked it. It was a bit weird.
Yeah.
I think I still got it
Seen
on DVD,
that.
but I've watched it a couple times. But yeah, biker
Was
movie.
old school?
Yeah.
Was that in
Yeah,
there?
well, the old school.
Yeah.
Yeah, John Travolta in and William H
Yeah,
Macy.
2003. I had it on my list.
So, Chris, we know that you've got a bad internet connection and bad speed. Do you want to start your wheel off now? We might get the answer at the end of the show.
All right, got it.
Before we do the wheels for next week, Richard, have you got your new Jurassic Park prop there?
No, I haven't got it. No, that was just a photo of it. So the guy that makes them, he used to live near where my brother lives now, and I messaged him because I bought some years ago. I bought one for myself, and then I bought another 5. He's gone way up in price, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to get one, but I'll show you the pictures of it. It's amazing.
Can't go a week without mentioning Jurassic Park, can it?
It's not my fault. Richard sent me a message earlier with a picture on it, and bloody hell, look good anyway.
No way, that's well cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so the guy makes them, and he even makes the amber tops.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Nice that. How
Nice
much are
one,
they?
isn't it?
He's trying to tell me at the moment whether I've 1, 2, or 3. They're 125 quid each plus shipping.
Fairly
But
quick.
someone bought 5 and he charged them 500 quid. So, but for 125 quid, I was gutted when I sold mine. So I might have to treat myself.
You treat yourself, mate.
Although I did sell I sold the Barbasol can and that, so I've got nothing for it to go with at the minute. But yeah.
It's a piece that everybody will know what that is, regardless.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh, here you go. Junie says Whip It was a roller derby comedy that Drew Barrymore starred in.
Barrymore. Ah.
Oh, and
when was what's the other one? What's the other one where the guy from The Mummy was Brendan Fraser was the Tarzan one? What was that? George of the Jungle. When was that? When was that?
Oh, that might have been late 90s. I'm not sure. Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, it's 97.
97, yeah.
Can't have that one then.
When was Looney Tunes back in action? Because he starred in that, didn't he?
That was late 90s as
Yeah.
well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, blimey.
Matt's mentioned Blade Killers,
Yeah.
but there's a few Tom Hanks films, Tom Hanks fans on the panel. But I didn't like this film.
I didn't. It was supposed to be comedy, wasn't it? But it wasn't. It wasn't really funny.
Didn't really hit the mark.
I didn't like Tom Hanks' character either. I don't think he plays that southern type of person.
There's not many films you can say that he was rubbish in.
Very true, very true. Yeah,
that's one of them, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Did you put martial arts?
Still got that Evil Day in the Neighborhood to watch.
Mm.
I haven't put that on, Dave, but I can do, I suppose.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of any more comedy ones, like the remake of the Charlie's Angels series. That was in the early 2000s, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, that was just comically bad.
There's got to be some more. There was loads of Jackie Chan ones in the noughties. There was loads of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What about the Wedding Crashers?
Charlie Bright. Yeah.
Yeah, Wedding Crashers. Brilliant film.
Yeah.
So Step Brothers is one of my favourites. I just love.
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Oh god, yeah, definitely.
Where they start build the bunk beds and all
making
that.
A second, aren't they?
Yeah. But the guy out of that,
Yeah,
not Will Ferrell, but the other guy, he was brilliant in the. He did Stan and Ollie. If you haven't seen that film, it's not so much of a comedy film, and obviously it's a new one. But what an amazing film!
Got that.
And actually, is it John C. Reilly?
Yeah.
I mean, you would not be able to tell him from Oliver Hardy. You just wouldn't be able to do it. He's so good in it.
Let's do the wheel for next week, so at least we've done that and that's out of the way.
Right.
We don't run out of time.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's quite a good film.
It's all right.
Rat Race.
What year were all the kick-asses and all that? You had kick-ass and that, didn't you?
Yeah,
Rat Race 2001. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. Someone mentioned that before.
Oh, okay.
Right, so we need to pick two things. The first one is
just check his top B movies off it.
I'm checking the list, right? So this one is going to be for the homework for next week. If anyone wants to do it.
Nobody's talked about the fact that you've just purchased a load of Blu-rays for yourself, Chris.
Oh yeah, I'll chat about that in a minute. Let's do this spinny wheel thing.
Right, we got it.
So this is the homework for next week. If anyone wants to watch the film that comes up.
Twin Town.
Twin Town, righto.
Twin Town. Okay.
Right, there you go.
Twin Town.
That only
So if
went
you
on.
want to watch that for next week,
Yeah. I'm really annoyed when it hasn't turned up, the one I ordered last week.
What's the,
Twin
did it not turn up after you ordering it like 2 minutes off there?
Thursday night I ordered it. It's not turned up yet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got yeah.
I've just found another comedy that was 2000s. Ghost Town.
Ghost Town.
Ricky Gervais.
oh, really? Is that 2000?
Never seen it, so
Yeah, that's 2008.
That's a brilliant film. I love that.
Yeah, I like that one. It's a good film.
So we've got to dig out Twin Town.
Twin Town.
Twin Town.
I must have that in all my thousands of DVDs.
I think it's a British film.
These films on for sale on Chris's eBay store.
Probably is.
It's got 10 copies.
Have a look, Twin Town.
Yes.
Right now,
it's Rhys Ifans, isn't it?
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is now for the subject for next week's show. You ready?
Yep.
Yeah, ready.
I'll shuffle it again.
Oh, okay, let's look at that. I'm very addictive to music.
I know.
Like, it's just the smoothness of the wheel that gets us.
It's going to be world cinema.
Stop. World cinema.
Oh, what? Okay.
Is that like watching Slumdog Millionaire and pretending to like it?
I suppose you can put whatever interpretation you want on it.
Yeah.
Or like Bollywood movies and all that lot?
The thing that strikes me with world cinema is the stuff like the tartan horror films and stuff. You know, the Asian horror films.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What, like The Ring and stuff like that?
Yeah.
What was the one that's just won a load of awards recently? Is it Parasite?
Oh, Parasite, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that could be world cinema, couldn't it?
Okay. I think I'm going to have to proper research this book next week.
Yeah, you can't wing it like you normally do, Steve.
Yeah.
I can't wing it like normal.
I know. So there we go. We've drawn the two things for next week. The invention of lying. Is that another?
Oh, that was good. That was a really good. I like that as
I
well.
didn't realise that was 2000. After that.
We watched that the other day. Lana said we put this on and you told me to turn it off the last time we watched it. And I can't remember watching it the first time around, but I really enjoyed it when we watched it last week.
Yeah, it's good.
It's a bloody good idea. I need to start getting some stocks in of these films.
Speaking of ideas, Michelle wanted you to add a category to the wheel. Best triple threat actor who could do like drama, action, and I think she said comedy was the other one. I think that'd be quite good to research because you like Tom Hanks.
Triple threat actors.
Yeah.
I can add it.
I think that'd be quite cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Let me put it on now then.
Tiger and Dragon, yeah, that's a good one, Dave.
Drama, comedy, and action.
I mean, what it would? No, let's not talk about
I suppose Brendan Fraser could sort of.
Well, that would be John Travolta's.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey. Arnie.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, people like that.
Robert De Niro. Definitely Robert De Niro.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Even
done
Al,
everything.
Al Pacino.
Yeah.
Lainey, don't forget to message me about that challenge thing.
Alright. What a challenge thing, Chris?
She was talking about doing some kind of movie challenge. Didn't know whether it would be something that we could do on movie chats or not. So I said, just let me know what your thoughts are.
I'll be up for any sort of quiz or.
I'm not sure what it is exactly that she had in mind, but we'll see what she says.
Bring it forward.
So you know what we forgot to do at the beginning, Chris? We forgot to ask Peter what his 5 favourite movies were.
Oh yeah, you know why? Because my whole
I wrote it down here, but yeah, Peter as well.
Because it was all about you at the start of the show, Chris.
Yeah, because I turned over to the other page. Yeah, I've got on here.
That was
Chris,
brilliant.
you need to get a graphic made up with having technical issues like they used to do on the telly.
Yeah. No. Sorry, Peter. I do apologise.
Literally that one piece of graphic from the old TV.
Can we have your top 5 films of all time?
Yeah. All right, here we go, folks. Top 5 favourite films of all time. Very hard choice. Took me a while, but we've got it here. But the first one I chose was a movie that came out in 1991 with Robin Williams, Hook. You can't beat Hook. Yeah, my favourite film of all time. I used to watch that all the time. Starred Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, etc., etc. And second one, a war film, Tom Hanks, Saving Private Ryan, came out in '98. That was just like quality. And then Good Morning Vietnam, Tom Hanks, number 3, 1987. I won't do the Good Morning Vietnam bit, but all improv from
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams. I should say. A fourth was difficult, but I put Pearl Harbor, Ben Affleck, and Josh Hartnett from 2001. And then everyone's favourite from where I am, Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels from 98.
Pete, you never said Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I'm not
Back to the Future.
Sorry, George. Sorry. No, there's good films there, Lock, Stock. But I did ponder over loads. For example, I pondered over Jumanji, Goldfinger, Snatch, loads. But yeah, then top 5.
It's a great film.
It's difficult.
When you're into your films, it is difficult. I could say I could probably reel off a top 50.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
When
There has to be films that I would watch over and over and over again. Yeah.
Yeah, Lock, Stock is in my top 5 as well. So yeah. No Matrix. Yeah, 2 right. There isn't, Dave. I tell you what. In that big bundle of Blu-rays that I picked up, I did get the Matrix trilogy in there.
Ooh.
Watch. You've got a couple of Star Wars ones in there. Are you going to bite the bullet and pull them off?
No, they're getting bundled then.
And what about the Star Treks, Chris? Because you can't slag me off and then you'll have to make me keep.
I like the modern ones. I like the modern films.
Thank you.
The recent ones. What else was in there? There was a Steelbook Terminator 2.
Nice.
Which is a nice one.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a few others. But yeah, I got a Facebook Marketplace pickup. I think it was 35. Yeah, it was 35 quid. But there were 72 films there, so I didn't think it was too bad.
No, that's really good.
It was mainly for myself. I wasn't really buying them to resell. I put the superhero stuff and the Star Wars and the all the Marvel stuff in me resell pile because I'll just bundle those up with like comics and toys and stuff. So the rest I'm just keeping.
You'll make your money back. You're not lost anything there.
No, I'm not too worried about it. I just
definitely.
I put most of them in my own collection anyway. See where the chat's going here. Snapper, what's that? Carl says. Irish comedy movie, The Snapper.
Yeah.
I'll write that down and have a look for it.
Yeah, I never heard of it. Well, I might have seen it, but
have you still not watched Ginger Clown, Chris?
No. I'll put it on. I'll put it on the wheel.
I don't know. It's a B movie. Well, it's got Tim Curry, but it's definitely a B movie.
Right.
I thought that would have been a bit of you.
Yeah, it definitely does sound like what I like. I just there's not enough hours in the day to get through them all.
No.
Peter, what was the first? Can you remember the first film that you ever saw at the cinema?
First film I saw, Bug's Life.
Really?
Yeah, we sat right at the front of the movie. Me and parents and friends and that. We like that all the way through, right at the front. I don't know what we did, and I just happened to see Bug's Life. Yeah.
How old were you then?
Oh, it might have been.
I think I'm too embarrassed.
I'm not sure when it came. When did it? Might be 5 or 6 or 7.
Oh, that's right.
Well, that's the first film I remember seeing at the cinema. I don't even remember it because we were sitting in front of the actual cinema like that. And then we're walking out with stiff necks. For some reason.
I didn't see it the year it was released. I didn't see it the year it was released. I was just a bit worried I had to check it. But I'm sure I went to a birthday party and I'm sure it's the first film I ever saw at cinema was Jason and the Argonauts.
Oh, fair enough.
Not in 1963. Yeah, they must have done a rething of it.
Oh, they might have done. Yeah, they're all doing remakes. And
a mate of mine had a birthday party, and we all went to watch that.
Sweet.
Laney says about this movie thing. It was basically each year, starting in 1980, you go through a list of films, pick out ones you've seen, haven't seen, and then pick one you liked and loved from that year to rewatch, one you haven't seen to watch, and then keep going by year until you get to this year. each
I
time.
know 1981 I'll be picking for the one I loved, and I'll rewatch it. I'll rewatch it all the time. Flash Gordon.
Right.
Alive!
However, I'd be happy to do a movie quiz also. Okay, cool. Yeah, send me a message, Laney. We'll talk about it.
Have you watched Flash Gordon
That'd
recently?
be awesome.
To the point where you're thinking how bad the film actually was.
Yeah,
Now
the CGI of the Hawkmen flying and that. I literally watched it. I think it came on last week, I think, or the week before, and I was watching it while I was packing. And like, it's just like, really? It was.
And they've got them in Asda and that at the minute, like digitally remastered.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Brian got sent a free one. He gave it to my brother. He got the 5-disc set, but they're about 60 quid. So I did ask him to try and get another one for me. I don't want to spend 60 quid.
First movie in the cinema was Star Wars, but in the big cinema was Labyrinth.
Nice.
Are you watching up for the Farmer's Hook coming through from Bell now, because you're hobnobbing with the stars in a minute, aren't you?
Who's that?
I know, yeah. I know. I need to wrap it up in a minute.
He's bidding us off, us normal plebs off, so we can go hobnobbing with the rest of the YouTube stars.
He's on his curfew. He's got a curfew.
Yeah, so pretty much, yeah, we need
what it's like to be wanted.
I know. I can't help it.
What it's like to be so famous, as you know.
Yeah.
What
this
can I
channel,
do?
that channel, yeah.
He's kind of a big deal.
Are you all going to come and watch the show with the thrifters?
Nah.
I might peruse.
Nah.
I usually do, but just don't fancy it tonight.
You're all bad.
Goes these days.
The choice of guests are going downhill.
Chris, we're not worthy.
No, we're not. No. Maybe if you pay me a $5, I might pop in.
Can't afford that, Peter.
Of course I'll pop in.
What's your opinion, guys, on showing too much in a trailer? I know they have to plug the movie, but sometimes it's too much.
Oh, there's loads.
Sometimes you feel like you don't need to watch the film. That's the annoying thing.
It's when the main plot story of the film, and I was watching something about the trailer for Star Trek 3, and when they blow up the Enterprise, and it's just like it was meant to be the big sort of end of the film, and they give it away in the trailer, and I just hate it when they do stuff like that.
But then there's films like Titanic 2. You don't even have to watch the trailer to know what it's about.
No, it's like Jurassic World. It's like Jurassic World, isn't it? You know that they're going to bring dinosaurs to a city and they're going to eat people. That's it. You don't need to watch the rest of it. That's
they're not all the same. They're different.
Thank you, Rich.
They're different dinosaurs. You know, different strains and breeds. And
I watched a video on Watch Mojo the other day about it, and there was like Castaway, obviously one of the biggest ones, because in the trailer they were showing him sort of getting home, and then there was a couple of others that they really sort of messed up on by showing too much in the trailer. I mean, one of the biggest spoilers I think was Ant-Man doing the giant Ant-Man.
That's it.
Yeah.
I know, but no one remembers it, Jack and Emily. He's a big deal. No, they were saying that I was on their channel a few weeks ago.
I just spotted that comment there. I just wondered.
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, I don't like to flaunt my fame. You know.
Right, yeah, seriously, we've got to call it a day.
I just want to say, the internet's going to stick out.
I need to turn everything off. I need to shut my computer down and turn it back on again to reset it.
Have you noticed Steve never has any of these internet issues when he's gone through?
Yeah. Look, my computer's having to process you lot. It's difficult. There's 4 of you.
He is using Windows 95.
Yeah.
Right, okay, that's it. Right, thank you to Oliver, Ian, Steve, Peter, Richard,
Take care,
really
guys.
appreciate you coming on. And thank you to everyone in the chat for joining us. And maybe we'll see you all again next week. Next week, 6:30.
At least we will. Chris might.
Yeah.
Thank
All right,
you.
folks.
See you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you later.
Later.
In a bit.
Yeah.
Bye.